split. One nine three.
All right, people, this is going to be a pretty quick review of the LTT Elite by Beretta. You can buy the LTT Elite from the Beretta factory. However, if you do, it will not and cannot come with the Langdon trigger job, which is something that you might appreciate as much as I do. I'll talk about that in a minute. But in order to get that, you have to order the LTT Elite directly from Langdon Tactical. That's where this one was obtained. Now let's talk about it. This is the RDO version. Costs extra, of course, and it comes with these co-witnessing sights, all blacked out, all steel. Great sturdy mounting system there. Great sturdy steel plate, I should say, and you can see that it's got the SRO mounted on there. It's a good combination, those two. Let's talk a little about the trigger job. Before we do, show you this is a safe weapon with the dummy round in there. All right, this is a Type G, which means it's a hammer drop only. There's no safety, external safety on this pistol. The only safety is the double action pull. And about that double action pull, as you can see, I'm going to take my word for it. It's a long pull, just like most of your DASAs, but it's very smooth. It's very steady. The best thing to do on your first shot anyway is to have a smooth, consistent pull all the way through the trigger pull. And you can do that easily with this pistol. It's a very smooth, even if heavier, trigger pull than the single action, of course. So this is the point when you hit the wall, right in the back there. That's where you stop. And you can see that there's no give, there's no take up, there's no squishiness in there. It's you hit the wall immediately. And show you the reset. That's it. Do that again. That was kind of quick. It's a very short reset. It's very crisp, very light. Just trying to catch it. There it goes, right there. And then see that tiny bit of take up? That's it right there. That's a bit. You need calipers to measure that probably. And then it breaks. Hardly anything there at all. Great trigger job. It's worth it to get it from Langdon. If you buy it from the factory, you can send it to Langdon and he'll do it. Highly recommend that. All right, what else do we want to talk about here? This is a M9A1 lower, squared, reinforced trigger guard. That's what the Marines wanted. They were denting up or damaging their trigger guards in service and wanted it beefed up. So the M9A3, the M9A4, the M9A1, including the LTT Elite, all has this beefed up square trigger guard. 92X has the rounded trigger guard, so if you have a strong feeling about that one way or another, you can look around which Beretta you like. In the 92 family, I like the squared trigger guard. All right. As I said, it's a Type G. You can get MP3 parts on here. I only got that one MP3. It's a long story. I'm not going to bore you with it. You got your skeletonized hammer back here. Got some stainless steel parts. You got the trigger and the barrel and the screws. And you've got this oversized, you could just say plus sized, textured and extended mag release. From Langdon, you get these three of these 18 rounder, these +1 Metgar, outstanding mags. Metgar makes factory mags for Beretta, SIG, CZ, and others. Great mags. You can see it's flush fit, and you're still getting +1. The 17 rounders that come with a lot of the Berettas actually stick out about that far, and it's less rounds. So that's great. 3 of those from Langdon. I forgot to mention, although the M9A1 is the lower, the aluminum lower, the upper is more like the M9A3 or 4. When you go to buy a holster from, say, Beretta, especially if you don't get the RDO, you order one for the M9A1. It's a good fit. And we'll talk about holsters for the RDO here in a sec. I'll just mention that the 92 series has generous controls. The slide release is very big, but it doesn't get in the way. And you get it very easily. You can activate it very easily. The mag well is, get this light going here, very generous. They bevel the mag well for the LTT Elite. You got nicely checkered back strap and front strap as well, concealed by this whole Hogue rubber wraparound finger groove grip, which I personally prefer, even though the G10 grips that come with it are very well textured, excellent G10 grips, and attractive as well. And it was a close call about which one I prefer. All right, what else are we going to talk about? As I mentioned, it's got a stainless barrel, and it's got a recessed crown on this barrel to protect the rifling. And now let's move quickly to talk about uses for this. Why would you buy an aluminum framed hammer fired gun today when there's so many offerings in the striker fired polymer market? Those are great guns. I carry those more often. But this is great too, and if this is what tickles your fancy, go for it. Because it's old tech, to be sure, but it's extremely reliable tech. This is a very proven design, and this open top slide here not only reduces weight, and therefore reduces the felt recoil, as well as the aluminum frame. These pistols will shoot very flat, and one of the reasons is the open top design. That also contributes to the reliability as well. Very proven design. A lot of years in service. The reason why some guys hated this in the military is because the military did not take good care of them, and the third-party magazines that they had were not reliable, went to the lowest bidder, and these things were beaten up and not taken well care of by the armorers, I've heard, and a lot of people had bad experiences with them. They get out of the military, they swear off the Beretta 92, but if you take care of it in a minimal way and use good magazines, you will never have a problem with it. I never have. All right, so I mentioned that this is a good pistol for duty. The Surefire pops right on there. Now, your experience may differ. When I first got the A for this, I tried putting it on there, it wouldn't go. And then later, it would. I don't understand why. The B, the Bravo version, the screw down version, as opposed to this, it goes on there and gets very secure, of course. I put a little bit of electrical tape on the back to kind of reduce that wobble that most of us experience with the Type A X300, but it's on there secure, and it doesn't wobble too bad. All right, so here's the duty holster that I found on Langdon's website. You might be able to find it elsewhere by USDG, never heard of them, but it's a great holster. It's got a nice suede lining, just like a lot of the Safari Lands. Got this hood. It is a SLS hood. It doesn't have the ALS in addition to the SLS, but it is compatible with the QLS system. That's a lot of abbreviations, acronyms. Still a great duty holster. If your agency will let you get away with carrying a Beretta 92, maybe you can get away with carrying this. All right, what else? From 2A holster, there's this great strong side holster here. These clips go on easy and come off easy. This Pro S holster from 2A holster. This is the prototype. I asked him, gave him the specs when I got this holster, and I wanted him to make me one of his great Pro S holsters. I've got several for different pistols, and he made me one. So he's got the mold now. If you get one, you could hit up 2A holsters, and maybe they'll make you one. All right. Let's say you like to carry appendix, and that's another reason to gravitate towards this, hammer-fired, double-action, single-action pistol. The Filster floodlight works very well with this pistol. It's made for the X300. Other pistols can go in here too, as long as it's sporting the X300. But this one goes in there just great. Good thing about a hammer-fired pistol for appendix carry is, as you're holstering, you can be confident that you're not going to have a negligent discharge into your person by a garment getting into the trigger guard while you're holstering. Even the careful people can make mistakes. Keep your thumb on the, if you keep your thumb on the hammer on a DASA pistol, you can holster with confidence, because as long as that hammer's not moving, you'll know there's nothing in that trigger guard. and you can stop it just by pushing forward on it and just backing it out. Got that pad from Amazon. It stayed on there for quite a long time. Great holster for this kind of pistol. So I've shown you an outside the waistband, an appendix carry, and a duty holster for this pistol. If you get one without the RDO, you can get all kinds of Beretta holsters from the website for Beretta without flashlight. There's a few out there that, like from this Bianchi, if I had no RDO on here, I could use this with the X300. Bianchi makes this nice leather holster for outside the waistband carry. All right, so that's about it. It's a great pistol. Don't sell the Beretta 92 short. And the LTT Elite is the ultimate, in my view. Wilson Combat's got some good ones, but I prefer the Langdon for personal reasons. I like the appearance, and I trust Ernest Langdon in his designs and his work. All right, thanks for watching, and keep your eyes peeled for new videos in the near future. Please hit the like, comment, subscribe, all that, and the bell. You know how this works. Appreciate your help. Have a good one. Bye-bye.